Hello family and friends, welcome back to our channel.
Berries are us.
I'm Odari and this is my wife,
Tharoni.
We're updating you guys on the process with building with Maronda homes. So this is just our experience as far as how long it took for us, because I know there's other people building with them as well, and it's a different experience for each and every individual. So this is just our experience that we're going to be sharing with you guys, how long it took us and where we are in the process as far as start date and end date. Of course, we're building our new construction home up in Port St. Lucie, if you're new to our channel. And of course, welcome back to everyone else that's been watching our channel from day one. We really appreciate it. All right, so today, like I said, we are going to touch on the timeline as far as our experience from the start to the end and how long it took us, okay?
All right. So we actually do have an update as far as our closing date.
Yes.
Yes.
So our closing date is officially March 18th. So, you know, definitely excited about that. Originally it was February 28th, but now it is March 18th. So we're looking forward to that date. Of course, we will be bringing you guys up-to-date information as far as, you know, our empty house tour and all that goodies, okay? We're gonna be touching on our timeline with building with Maronda homes, how long it took, so you guys can have that information if you ever decide to go with this particular builder. All right.
All right. So we signed our contract with Maronda Homes in May, the end of May. We signed the contract.
Of 2021.
2021.
Yeah.
Then the permit application was submitted on July 16th. So we're told that that's the longest phase in the building process is submitting the application, the permit application.
Right, because it usually takes about 6 months, usually to get, you know, issued a permit to build. However, we were lucky enough that it took less time than that. It took about 3 months, from May to August.
Right, so the application was, the permit, I'm sorry, I keep saying application. The permit was issued August 16th.
Right.
When the permit was issued. So from May to August was the time span it took for the permit to be granted.
Correct. Of course, without the permit, we weren't able to go forward with breaking ground and everything else. So that was the waiting period for about 3 months before we got to the pre-construction meeting, which is what we're going to be touching on next. And that took place in September. So of course, we had to drive up to Port St. Lucie to meet with the sales consultant and the construction supervisor.
Right. So before the meeting, we did speak with the sales consultant, and she told us they'll be breaking ground September 14th. After the pre-construction meeting. So when we got up there, we had the meeting. They told us that they actually broke ground already.
Right.
Right.
So they were ahead of the project or time frame. Next was the slab. So that date was
September 28th.
September 28th was
the date that we were given that they would
correct.
Actually do the slab. But we actually drove up there on the 26th of September.
Right, and it was already completed.
Right.
So just by the look of it, it looked like it was probably completed maybe our start like a week prior. So that was already done. So we were also ahead of schedule on that one. So after the slab was completed in September, the next step was the cinder blocks, and that was in October. We drove up there and that was already completed.
Right.
As far as the cinder blocks is concerned. And then the next phase.
Yeah, the next phase actually was in November.
Right.
They did roofing, framing,
and some rough electrical work. Of
right.
course, that's when they laid the groundwork for the electrical and the HVAC system. So that was around November. Majority of those things were completed.
Right.
All right. And the next phase take us to
December. In December, the drywall was completed.
right.
Yes. I think we drove up there around Christmas, the day after Christmas.
Yeah, the 26th.
And the drywall was done.
Right. So of course, during the month of December, late November, December, there wasn't much completed besides drywall, of course, because of the holiday season.
Right.
So drywall was the major thing that was completed around that time. All right. So now we're going to move forward to this year of January, where they start getting to the nitty gritty of things, which will be.
It was lighting, it was the windows, the flooring, and the doors were all installed.
Yes, so all those things were completed around in January, of course.
Right.
So now the next phase, what was done in February again?
The cabinets were installed, and the countertops also was completed.
Right. They also finished the lighting, of course, because that's when the FP&L went out there and actually ran the electrical wiring from the pole to the house. So I would consider that when the electrical was completed in February. Okay, so that was also part of it.
All right.
So lastly, we're going to touch on the Maronda Homes portal, which is what they use to update clients. So as far as the portal is concerned, it's not frequently updated as we're being told. It's supposed to be a weekly update, but of course that's not the case. Good thing we do live close by, so we're able to drive up there, pretty frequent. And of course, when we see things being done, it's not being updated or reflect that of what's being completed on the site.
Right.
So we know that it's not being updated frequently. However, didn't really bother us too much because I know it was, work being done.
Right.
However, the site is there, or portal is there, just for in case people live out of town and not able to make trips frequently to visit the site. You can at least keep track of what's going on, progress of your new home on that portal. All right. So with that being said, I think we kind of covered as far as our experience. As far as building with Maronda Homes, just timeline, it's about 10 months from May to March.
Yes.
So they told us originally would have been 1 year for the whole process the house to be built. And, we're happy that it took less time than that. All right. So that's all we have for today, guys. Thank you for spending time with us, watching our videos. If you have any questions, please feel free to reach out. We'll be happy to answer any question. All right, until next time, peace out.
All right, thank you guys.